Welcome to the Own Your Best Life podcast. I'm May Empson, your host, leadership and mindset coach. Here, we talk all things spiritual, mindset, business, leadership, and wellness for the modern seeker who wants to align their life with purpose and inspiration. We'll cover career changes, stress management, meditation, energy, intuition, and more. Each episode holds spiritual and practical tools to help you live a life of your wildest dreams without getting burnt out along the way. Ready to live a life on your own terms? This is the Own Your Best Life podcast. Welcome, friends, to episode number 239 of the Own Your Best Life podcast. If you are successful, capable, but tired and still unclear on what is next for you, then this podcast is for you. So I'm in a season where I'm doing lots of things. All the live facilitation, training, coaching, they are starting to max out my schedule. And at the same time, like many of you, with a full list of all the things, I still need to think strategically. I still need to plan for what's next. I still need to create new things to solve for new problems. And all of these new circumstances of different things on my plate, the schedule being the way it is, requires new strategies. And honestly, I don't want to stop taking actions on my to-do list any more than I want to shut down all the tabs on my computer and all the programs and restart every night. But sometimes that's exactly what's needed. We can get to the point with our machines where if we don't reboot now, we don't get the update, we don't get the increased processing speed, and we get ground to a halt. Versus, can I make things light enough that I could shut things down and reboot every night? I'll keep you posted on the progress, but I have started doing that, which is a massive change for me. But it is an analogy for this process of understanding how to clear things up, how to get clear on what we want. And clarity doesn't come from thinking harder, working more hours, doing that next thing. It does come from increasing our capacity to be in a new situation, especially when our jobs or lives have changed. Of course, you will take action there. But it also means that instead of the same action you've been taking, your capacity is going to be not just increasing the number of things that you do, it means increasing how much uncertainty you're willing to hold. So you can be honest about what reality looks like for you today. So many of us achievers struggle to be honest and transparent about what's actually happening beneath the hood, because we don't want to admit that things are harder than we thought they would be. We don't want to complain. We don't want to sound ungrateful. We have been taught to override how we feel so that we can stick to the plan. And that has worked until it doesn't. So if you're in a place when you're not clear about what you're doing in your work or your life, you taking more action will start to feel pointless. So instead of trying new things towards different direction, we freeze. We stay in this status quo, just repeating the same things and getting the same results, having the same conversations, feeling the same about the situation, never really breaking through. And I remember there was the time when, after I'd figured out what my calling was, I was still working an intense job. I still had small kids. I was still also in a place where I'm learning an entirely new set of skills and going back to school. With that, I realized that this new kind of exhaustion was different. It was different from the burnout that I had previously that was caused by misalignment with how I was working and what I was thinking. And because I had moved from a lot of action to purposeful action and purposeful work that felt meaningful to me, I stopped telling myself that I shouldn't be doing this amount of work or I need to hurry up and get somewhere. And instead, I focused on how do I get better and build strategies to perform at a high level without burning out, which is why I teach so much about both spiritual, which is the purpose part, high performance strategies, because you're still going to want to experience different results. And at one point, my doctor, who I'd worked with through the burnout, was asking me about an update on my sleep, my stress. And at that time, I remember telling him, hey, I still need to sleep more, but right now, this is not the same kind of tired that I used to be. I was not chronic stress tired. I was happy tired, glad tired, working on my purpose tired. It was this evolution of tired that I didn't know was even possible to exist until I had that experience. And even in my corporate work, I wanted to keep learning so I could help more people. Figuring out how to do more with limited time and energy and resources felt like a higher quality problem to solve. So we continue to have problems to solve because we are alive. We just keep changing the kind of problems to solve. What I did not do during this process in getting clear on what I want next was I did not force myself to hurry up and quit my job or pick a new career just to feel certain. And that was tough because guess what? We like to take action. So we want to just do something about the situation that we don't love being in. I had to also be okay not knowing what my gifts were exactly while figuring them out. I knew there was a gap, but I had to be okay with that gap. I had to be okay not knowing how I would make money doing all of this while working on the finances, providing for the family, myself, others, creating wealth, all of those good things. I had to be okay not knowing how good I would be at this new thing while learning all those new skills and getting better at building a business, creating coaching models, creating intellectual property, actually creating new and different selling curriculums, all of those good things of facilitating, teaching, training. Those were new to me at a certain point. And I had to be okay not knowing what that end result would look like while still taking a level of action towards it. So this is why capacity matters. It is a directional alignment to the thing you want, but opening up your bandwidth and opening up your ability to let more flow through you. And so instead of thinking, I'm just holding all this stuff now, all this uncertainty, all this weight, think of it this way. Life is already presenting it to you. You're asking the questions anyway, and you're here thinking about this. Let it move through you. Open up the capacity to be honest about the questions you have, where you are, without sugarcoating it, without making it any worse and or better than what it is. So if you're exhausted and you're unclear, I want to offer this. Remove the pressure. Instead of asking and forcing clarity by saying, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Ask questions you already know the answer to today. What gives me energy? What drains me? What am I no longer available for? What am I curious about? And pressure will tell us there's only one answer, one path to success or safety, one kind of job that will pay the bills, one way for you to feel fulfilled. And that is not true. When you go around the world and you talk to lots of people and you start to open your eyes to this, you start to see there are infinite ways of making money, infinite ways to contribute, infinite ways to feel proud of your daily life that you are in as you're creating the next thing that you're going to step into. So if you feel like your daily life is subpar and that I have to hurry up and force myself to get somewhere quickly, question that level of pressure. I would not be doing the work that I do today or have made the changes in my health, my marriage, the finances, the community, without learning how to stay present in this figuring it out phase. Confusion while you're learning something new almost always comes before real creation. And when you do not rush this process, what you build will feel honest to you. It will feel alive. It will feel so much more sustainable. And if you're navigating this season, I want to support you in figuring out what's next. If you want to do it without burning yourself out, come check out Spiritual Achiever Coaching. It is my year-long experience for professionals who want both clarity and capacity while being coached at the highest levels. So you can learn more or start a conversation with me at www.mayempson.com/contact. Hope you all have an amazing week, my friends, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks so much for joining us this week on Own Your Best Life. Make sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts so that you'll never miss a show. And while you're at it, can you please rate and review on iTunes? I would so appreciate it. Share it with a friend, take a screenshot of it, and tag @MayEmpson. This helps continue to get the word out. For more show notes and resources, check out www.mayempson.com. You'll have all the links to everything you heard here today. Thanks so much for listening. It's time to own your best life.